Hi, my name is Gokul Narayan. I'm a lead faculty with the Asian School of Cyber Laws. And in this video, we're going to very quickly review the process of how to register a complaint with the police. Now, this is a problem which people very often face and have asked me questions during our interactions in our lectures. And therefore, we thought we'd make a simple video to explain the process. Now, depending upon where the offense has taken place, you need to head to the closest police station, which is in that area. After you head to the police station, you're supposed to inform them of the incident or the offense or the crime that you're talking about and give them that information in writing. Section 154 of the CRPC mandates that the police has to register such a complaint and has to give a copy of the complaint which you have given to them in writing to you free of cost. Now, this obviously is with respect to cognizable offenses. Now, without going into too much of the difference between cognizable and non-cognizable, since there are other videos which have already been created to address this issue, cognizable basically is the kind of offense of which the police can directly take notice, to take cognizance of. Over here, the police does not need to seek permission from a magistrate before they can take notice of the offense. Generally speaking, offenses of a serious nature in which imprisonment is 3 years or more are of cognizable nature. So let's presume that you've got an offense which you want to report to the police, or you want them to take notice of something which is an incident. Then what you do is head to the nearest police station, inform them of this in writing. If they refuse to acknowledge it, if they refuse to take this down in writing and give you an acknowledgement of such complaint and file what is referred to as a first information report, which they are mandatorily supposed to do, then you have certain remedies. But before we head to the remedy, please understand this. When the police receives information of a cognizable offense, it is mandated upon them as per section 154 of the CRPC to register such a complaint. Now, this has been laid down in numerous cases, but one of the most famous cases was a result of a public interest litigation, which was filed in Lalita Kumari versus State of UP, wherein the Supreme Court has laid this down in very emphatic terms that the police has to register a complaint. It is not that they can conduct an inquiry and then decide whether to register a complaint or not if it's a cognizable offense. They are required to do so. If they refuse to do so, what is the remedy that is available to us? We can then head to the superintendent of police, informing her or him of the occurrence of such an incident in writing, and then send that information to her or him by post also. There are portals to report such crimes, whether it be a cybercrime or a regular crime. Every state has their own portal, and then there is a national portal for reporting of cybercrimes also. But write to the superintendent of police, send it to her or him by post. Under section 154 subclause 3, the superintendent of police also has the power to acknowledge such a complaint, reduce it into writing, inform the complainant of having taken cognizance of it, investigate such information either directly by the superintendent of police itself, or give directions to the officer to investigate such a case. Now, let us presume in the unlikely event that the superintendent of police also does not respond to your information. That means no actions being taken, and you are in desperate need of some kind of response being given from the police. Then you can head to the nearest judicial magistrate in charge of that area under section 156 subclause 3. Now, section 156 subclause 3 states very categorically that a magistrate who has been empowered under section 190 of the CRPC can acknowledge such a complaint and direct and pass appropriate instructions to the police to investigate such a matter. So just to repeat it very quickly, head to the police station and give them the complaint. If they refuse to acknowledge it, send the complaint to the superintendent of police in writing by post. If she or he also refuses to acknowledge it, or if there is inaction, then head to the magistrate under section 156(3). Now, there are certain alternatives available to this also. There could be situations in which we are confronted with a paucity of time, wherein we don't have the liberty of having the police be in a situation where there is inaction. we need a quick acknowledgement of the complaint that we are making. In these situations, there are two alternatives available. You can head directly to the magistrate under section 190 read with section 200 of the CRPC, where the magistrate, like the police, has also been empowered to take cognizance of an offense which is cognizable in nature. And under section 200, the magistrate can also examine such a person on oath and give a copy of the complaint to her or him in writing, which basically means the exact responsibility and duty and power which has been given to the police is also given to the magistrate. So you can approach the magistrate directly also. There is a second alternative also available, and I have seen this being used in a lot of cases where there is a very, very severe need that needs to be met very urgently. If the police refuses to acknowledge your complaint, you can head directly to the High Court in the particular state, requesting the High Court in a writ of mandamus under Article 226 of the Constitution of India to then pass appropriate directions to the police to spring into action. It's a very powerful tool and should be used very, very sparingly, but this is also a remedy which is available. So registering a complaint is not that difficult a process if you understand what are the powers which are available to you. And by power, I mean what are the remedies which are available to you. If you understand this and you understand the procedure which has been established, hopefully you will not be confronted with situations where the police is not acknowledging your complaint or it does not provide you an effective remedy. Thank you for listening to this. And as usual, if you have any questions or queries about what we have just discussed, feel free to write into us and we will try and clarify them. Thank you for listening.